Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel on human design. Now, human design is something that is here to help us wake up, but it's also here to demand a certain amount of self-reflection upon what our design is. You can have your design and you can take it at a simple level in terms of your strategy and authority and knowing about your type, and a few simple things can do wonders in transforming the life. However, if you want to use the knowledge in self-reflection in the detail, then it gets more interesting. And it also gets you to look at things that you may be doing that are not correct for you. So in that respect, today I want to look at how we ground, how you ground in the life. And this is how you find out. But before we go there, for those of people that don't know me, my name is Richard Beaumont. I've been doing human design for 25 years, and 20 of those has been in training professional analysts to do readings. Okay, so the act of grounding. What is grounding in the human design system? Grounding is where you see the earth. It's when you look at your chart, you've got your sun, the circle with the dot in it, and then you've got the circle with the cross in it. And it's where that cross is, it's where you earth. So you can earth at a personality level what is black in the chart in that area. So in my case, I have the 56 line 1 as my grounding in my personality. Well, what is that? The literal description of that hexagram, the 56 hexagram, is the wanderer. Stability through movement, the perpetuation of continuity through the linking of short-term activity. So generally speaking, there has to be this linkage in doing one thing, linking to another, there being movement and growth and expansion through that movement. You know, the wanderer going from one place to another, learning as he goes. The minstrel going from one place to another, seeing different people, seeing different places, learning along the way in terms of being the minstrel, in terms of being the storyteller. It's the gate of the storyteller. It's an abstract gate. It's to do with expansion. It's to do with experience. It's to do with expression in an entertaining way. It is a gate of stimulation. It's exactly what I'm doing right now. It's what I was doing when I ran a Mind, Body, Spirit magazine for 20 years, looking for diversity and stimulation that I thought my readers would enjoy, and things that I enjoyed too, and thought was of value. The first line is there in the 56. So it's line 1. It's in the line of quality. The practical sense that even short-term activities should be of value. Expression of practical ideas that have value, which is something that I do pretty much all the time. Someone comes to me with a problem and I consider the possibilities and look for the probabilities within whatever what they're calling a problem or whatever the issue may be, to see what the practical way is through that. It's also abstract in the sense that, well, it considers possibilities that are not actually necessarily concretized in accepted reality. It is part of a channel of curiosity that's looking to endless ideas. You know, I would describe myself as curious, at least I used to describe myself as someone who was curious and seeking. Well, having found that human design, I'm not seeking another esoteric information. I'm not. You know, it's like I find it quite tedious because I've already found the diverse and expansive tool for me in human design. But that doesn't stop me digging, and that doesn't stop me finding new things out. I have to, I'm compelled to, in terms to ground myself in a life that is stimulating and interesting and entertaining. I mean, you know, it's an animated reality, but at the same time, it can be a very enjoyable one. If we look at the grounding in the earth on the red side, we see the 3 line 3. Now, this is the gate of the new. This is the gate of the order in life changing. This is a side of me that in my body, in the living of my body, in the living of my life, there has to be the new. And in this particular line, in the third line, it has to be fertile. It's the ability to tell what is fertile and what is infertile. So if I was involved in work, because it is not an expression gate like the 56, it is an energy gate. So there I ground myself in using my energy to get involved with discovering things that are new and are fertile. And I would say I've done that in running a magazine in Mind, Body, Spirit back in the day before it came into the mainstream on that wave. And now in Human Design, getting into it 25 years ago, when its value hadn't been seen as much as other people can see it now. It's something that I am here to ground in that. It's the reason that I sometimes change the way that I work in order to let more new things in. You see, it's a pulsic energy. And when energy is pulsic, sometimes it's on and sometimes it's off. And if it's off, then there is nothing fertile. Then there is nothing that I have responded to get involved with. It has to be a direct response to something new for me. And thinking about it ain't going to help me. Responding to it always does. So knowing this about myself and seeing the way that my life unfolds because of that, it's great. I mean, it's like this isn't about a logical path going, from one thing to another. This is about the expression of belief or hope or an idea that can be of value, an idea that can be imagined that may work, an idea that's worth looking into it. And on the other side, the energy for the new, something that is perhaps grounded in the ancient truths. I have a 60th gate as the sun, but either way, it's a mutative force which drives me in my response, which enables me to bring the new to you and enjoy it along the way. So I advise you to have a look at your own chart and see where your grounding is, and consider the way that you're leading your life. And if your mind is getting involved, taking you away from that grounding, well, what does that mean? That means you're going to live a life that isn't very grounded, or it's locked into something that doesn't quite fit you. Going into the details in human design can be very productive. And I hope I've given you a good taste of that by what I've just said. Have a look at your own chart, find out what the gates and the lines are, and consider it, and then see if it's there and at what level it's there. Okay, well, I hope you've enjoyed that, giving you something to think about, I hope. And please do like and subscribe and share this video. I would really appreciate that. And I will be back with something new very soon. Okay, bye for now.